Hello everyone, welcome to the final week of learning to drive without a HUD on Train Sim World 3 and with the Class 465 going from Dartford to Faversham. Here we go again. So I'm confident, he says, and that I can have a relatively successful journey and remember all the speed limits at the right place. Last time the one that caught me out was the 70 limit that comes in just after Newington. So I just need to bear that one in mind and we should be good and just not get carried away with the acceleration of the train, and that's what seems to be my downfall. Well, I end up creeping just ever so slightly over the speed limit. So hopefully we'll have a good run, and there's a slim possibility that I might even manage to beat my best score, which is 13,421 points. Last time I only managed, I say only, 13,405. Green signal. So I've got, well, I mean, I'm in with a shot. If I remember the speed limits and I get my stop markers on point, we should be good. Easy does it. Now I am aware that I've not actually got the regen brake on, and so when we stop at Green Hive, I will switch it on. That's one thing that I forgot to do, which is my fault. My fault entirely. But we're fine. It's not the end of the world. I've got safety systems on, so we're being good, and we'll hopefully have a nice run. And I did remember this time to switch off dynamic weather, which is a bonus. Green signal, so don't need to worry about any fog coming in or the possibility of any rain or anything like that. Which should be good. It will be good. So that's the building that I'm using to know when to start accelerating up to 70. So here we go. Another green signal, marvellous. Again, this is the 1 Echo 97 service, which is the only one in the morning that goes from Dartford to Faversham and stops at all the usual places. Yeah, that's it's the only one. The other two miss out Rainham and Sittingbourne, which obviously isn't ideal really. So we want to get all the stops in, really, don't we? Let's be honest. We want to keep up with that idea. We want to have to help us learn this. We want to have the same stopping pattern rather than switching from one to the other. So that's why I'm sticking with this one. And I haven't done it a couple of times. I can almost remember the timings as well for when we're due at each stop. Yeah, I know we're due here at 9:54, and we're due to leave at 9:54 and 30 seconds. Now, when I switch the regen brake on, and I will have to pop the HUD on, just so that I can see the dot, so I know where I'm aiming for. Otherwise, I could be hitting anything. Oh yeah, anyway, here will do. There we go. Or I could just aim down there and press it. Yeah, no. Right. How far off was I? Oh, so close as well. If I'd have just gone down that little bit. Oh, so close yet so far. Right, 9:54 and 30. Let me just... I just want to double check, because I could be wrong. Yeah, 9:54, 30. Drew at Gravesend, 10 o'clock and 30 seconds past. Right, you are. So we'll get doors closing. Wait for that little beep noise so that I know it's... I acknowledge the fact that I have done my doors. So we are in a 70. Yes, that's it. We are in a 70 zone. So we're good now. I think we've got a 60 as we get round into Gravesend. Sorry, as we join the track where you'll normally go to, and for sort of Ebbsfleet and the way. So I need to remember that one as well. 2 speed limits that I need to be a bit more aware of. That's where my focus and concentration, green signal, really are quite important. Obviously, if you're not trying to record a video at the same time, then you're probably going to find it a little bit easier. Whereas I'm trying to talk as well as focus, green signal. Keeping an eye on my speed. I really would like to end with having beaten my current best score. I don't know that it's possible. Well, no, it is possible, because you'll get the maximum of 1,000 points per stop, and you'll get, obviously if you don't speed, and then you'll get 30 points. So it has to be so for 13.421 I must be able to do better. I'm not sure how much better, but I must be able to do better. Green signal. So we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end. So now that we're joining this, I'm just going to slow it down to 60, just because I know it's coming up shortly and I can't remember exactly where it is, but I think it's around here somewhere. I think. Yep, there's 60. So I'm nicely under it, and then we'll have there's a warning speed board that the speed limit's going to drop down to 30. And as we know from last time, if about that point we pop it down to notch 1 of the brakes, we should be good. See, there we are. That's what I mean. I'm just leaving it a little bit longer to this bridge. A little bit of a risk, but we'll see. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be alright. Just because we did sit at 30 for a little bit longer than we needed to last time. So there we go. Just getting it under the 30. There we are. That should be nicely in time. And again, we're still sitting at 30 before we need to be. I think it's just after this signal, if I remember rightly. I'm sure it was. Yeah, there we go. You can just see it there, look. But it's fine because we're a little bit early, so there's no rush. We've got quite a generous timetable with this one. You do have a good couple of minutes wait at Gillingham, so if you do fall behind schedule, that's probably going to be the point at which you are going to manage to catch up, as long as you're not too late. I might have left braking a little bit late here. There we go, looking good. Possibly a little too good. And anyway, here should do nicely. Oh look, we're a little bit earlier than we were last time because that 66 is still down there. There you go. What time are we due to depart here? Can't remember. 10:02. You've got a bit of time. Oh, the train just keeps on coming. So I wasn't counting how many wagons were there. Right. Oh, we got over a minute yet. Fair enough. Oh, I've not cracked my window open. Let's do that. Let a bit more air in when we're moving. So yeah, we're looking good. Which is, we seem to be doing. I feel like we're doing quite well, which is why I'm going to make this the last one of these that I do. As long as I can nail that 70 limit, and after Newington, I've just got to remember when we get to Newington, and that if that's the case, because it's about an 80 limit beforehand. Oh, I'll just have some more drink. It's a really hot day today, and so you need to keep drinking. I've got the air cooler going as well, which is helping a bit, but too hot for me. Anyway, on that note, it's time to get going. There we go. And we're off. And so we are in a 30. We've got a 50 coming up. And I want to keep an eye for that speed border. I missed it last time. Mind you, it was a bit foggy, so... Oh, whoops, easy does it. We're probably right on the speed limit, I think. Go. Still can't see it. Have I missed it? I haven't missed it again, surely. I missed it again, didn't I? It's fine, we'll hold off accelerating. We've got the time and the timetable to do it, thankfully. Right, now I'm pretty confident that we'll be clear, so we'll go for it. So we're going up to 50, then we get to go up to 70. Which is just around the corner. And then we're good with that until we get to the tunnels at Strood, where coming out we need to be on 70. We need to be at the 15 miles an hour, and that signal in the tunnel acts as a fairly decent marker for when to start slowing down, which is quite handy, really. going to say we're well into the 70 now. Right, off we go. Just keeping a close eye on my speed there. The green signal, marvellous. Right, we're doing it right here at the minute. Happy days. It's not. I think it's not taken me as long to get comfortable driving this particular service from Dartford to Faversham and HUDless, because I kind of got used to the whole idea of doing HUDless when I did the 375, so I was already kind of used to that idea anyway, so it was really just a case of learning the extra section of track between Dartford and Strood. And I mean, let's face it, it's only Northfleet and not Northfleet, Greenhithe and Gravesend to worry about, because coming into Strood, you know, I know you've got the 15 limit there. It's all good, all good. Green signal as we blast through Who Junction. I see a 66 or 2 over there on the right. There we go, or can just make out 3 of them. Don't tend to put much over on the left though. Seems to be doing alright. Oh, come on. Let's just keep our speed up a little bit. There we go. Don't want to be dragging. Another green signal. 395. Just imagine that I waved at it. Looks like it might be approaching Rainham, which will, I think I mentioned last time, we'll get some use once we've got the Class 700 coming at some point soon to train SimWorld 3. There we go. Good morning, Rainham. Now we're into the tunnel. Can't remember what time we're due down at Strood actually. 10:11:30. Right, you are. So this is the first tunnel, which we just keep blasting through. Just trying to make sure we keep the speed going. There we are. And then we get into the second tunnel, and when we get to the signal, that's when we just pop it gently into notch 1 and we're golden. Probably leave it until we're just slightly past the signal, not that green signal, the next one. So one that's actually in the tunnel. That's the one we are looking out for. Quite lucky that there's a signal out exactly where it is, to be honest, because it is a little more difficult to judge in the tunnel when you need to start slowing down. And although we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's there's a signal that we use as a brake marker. There we go. Right, notch 1, the brakes, and we should be good. Because it is obviously difficult to... You've got no landmarks or anything in this tunnel, so it needs something. It's a little tricky to judge when you're in a tunnel how far away you are from the light at the end of it. This is looking good. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. This is. Absolutely beautiful for braking. And there we go. And just before we exit, and we have the 15 limit there. Marvellous. Then we'll call it along and listen to the grinding on the rails. A nice sunny Strood. Oh. Gotta keep an eye on the safety systems as well, make sure they're happy. Because if they're not happy, they'll slam the brakes on for you. Because they're nice like that. Again, just really keeping an eye on the speed limit there. Coming in a little bit early, which is always a bonus. And here we go. Sunny Strood. See if we can get a good stop. Yeah. Oh, don't stop too early. That'll do. Marvellous. So 11:17. We're 10 seconds or 13 seconds early. We leave at 12:30, and due at Rochester, bang on 10:15. So we've got just under a minute yet. Might as well have a quick look at Strood. There we go. Good old Strood. And if we go up this way, we should be able to see, there you go, nice view of the sub. That's what you want. Ignore that road there, I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Someone stuck a bit of road in just for the fun of it, by the looks of it. Right, back inside anyway. We don't want to be late because we were too busy sightseeing. That's not what we're here to do. Unfortunately, we're here to get as many points as we can. Okay, that's all the noises we wanted to hear. Let's go. Alright, keep an eye on things. Now again, I've missed the 20-mile-an-hour speed board. I don't know how I keep missing it. It must be right at the platform. It's got to be. Well, either that, or it's hiding behind one of these bushes. In which case, going to have a chat with Network Rail about cutting them back. Because I assume it's Network Rail that would be responsible for that kind of thing. At the green signal. Marvellous. You can see Rochester Castle over there, directly in front of us. Well, we couldn't until we started turning the corner anyway. So again, just being quite cautious here. That's 30. So I'm confident we're within the 20. And this is where I do need to be a little more cautious than I was last time. Because it was in the 30s that I got a little bit carried away with the speed. So we're just going to wait, give it plenty of time. Right, I'm confident we're sorted. I'm not whacking it straight up to full power, that's a bad habit. We're fine for time, we've got 30 seconds. And we'll have the opportunity to make up a bit of time at Gillingham, worst case scenario anyway. And you don't actually have to necessarily wait the full length of time, because the loading passengers cycle will be, I think we're due here for a minute, but we can leave in less than that because it doesn't take a minute for that cycle to finish. That's what I found anyway. Looking like a fairly decent stop. And we're only 20 seconds late anyway. How long would you here for? Until, well, we'll give it till 10, 16, 30 anyway. 20 even. Because then we've got 3.5 minutes to get to Chatham. So, well, we'll have 3 minutes to get to Chatham, which should be fine. Should be plenty of time. So we'll just wait another 30 seconds. I will make sure that at 20 seconds past we're absolutely ready to move. So I'll make sure we've had all the sounds that we want to be hearing. I'll start getting the doors closed. They take a few seconds anyway. There we go. Right, and we're off. We're at a 30 limit. Green signal. On to Chatham. Again, just make sure I'm careful, and it's just bad habits I have of just whacking things into max power, but that's not always the best way to do it. So I'm hoping I might just manage to beat my best score for this. So we'll see. I tell you what, the pressure is on for this one. Been the last episode as well. I mean, it looks like we're doing relatively well for time as well. So we've got 2 minutes before we're due there. And Chatham is just through the other side of this tunnel. And it's not a particularly long tunnel either. Just want to keep an eye on the speed. Try and keep as fast as we can going, as close to 30 as possible. I know that I need to worry because we've got bags of time. We're really quite early actually. Very generous schedule that we've been given here. Try and make sure that I don't do the famous and overshoot Chatham. I'm really good at that. For some reason I tend to do it every single time. Don't know what it is about Chatham. There we go. And we're 45 seconds early. We are leaving at 10:20. And so only 30 seconds here, and then 10:23:30, we are due at Gillingham. I mean, I feel like I got this. Because I can remember things. Well, it's just with the speed limits, but my memory's holding up, which it doesn't do very often. Things that once you've done kind of this a few times, whether it's the exact same service, or if it's just the same one at a different time, you kind of get an idea for what to expect, what sort of signals you might encounter, and that all does really help. Right, we're good. Let's go. Green signal. There we go. And so we've got the 50 limit initially, and then it's up to 60 just before we approach Gillingham. Again, this is just trying to judge the distance where, you know, that the back of the train has passed the 50 speed board, which is just coming up on this next signal. There we go. Just trying to picture in my head when the back of the train might be past it. As it happens, because it's such a generous timetable, you can afford to sort of leave it longer than you need. But depending on the route and the service, you can't always do that. Right, I'm feeling pretty confident that we've passed it, so we'll go for it. There's my 60. Which is fine, because by the time we get to 50, we'll have passed it. There we go. Is that a 395? And then out of the tunnel we'll have a signal, and we'll be in Gillingham. And here we go. I think the brakes didn't quite go on as I intended them to there. They're coming in a little bit quick. I say a little bit quick, a lot quicker than I would have liked. Okay, it's not so bad. Marvellous. Right, so this way we've got... Oh, I'm nearly full. God, what are we going to do for 4 minutes? 4 minutes to wait here. I don't know, we got a... I was hoping there might be a coffee shop or something, but nope. No such luck. Oh, well, we'll have a look, see what's up here, shall we? Well, maybe not. There we go. Don't think I can quite get over the other side of that building. I'll give it a go. Oh, I can. Right, I wasn't expecting to be able to get back this far. Oh, we've got a levitating car. Alright. Oh, we've got a... Oh. Yeah, we've got levitating cars. Oh, look at that one. That's handy, isn't it? Missed the curb. Oh, no, can't quite get that far. Now, if I remember, there's a 375 that'll be due to come in. So we can get a little bit of train spotting in. We'll go to the same place we did last time. We'll pop one up over this bridge. And we'll be able to watch it come in. There we go. Oh, little safety announcement. Oh, wait, what are you moving me for? We was fine up there. Right, here we go. Should be coming in any moment. Should be. Here we go. There it is. I was beginning to worry. Thinking, what's the what time is it in the game? Actually, I'm assuming that that train is on time. It should be. There's no reason why it shouldn't be on time. There we go. Alright, are we on time? There you go, 45 seconds. Lovely stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll quickly go say hello to the driver of the camera. Just quickly. Just as something to do, really. Morning, driver. Yeah, morning, hello. It's just blanking me. I can't say I blame her, but still. And there we go, just about in time to start getting the doors closed and on our way. And there we go. And we're off. Oh, we're in a 60. And we are due at Rainham, bang on 10:31. Bang on 10:31. And just past the siding, we'll be getting the 80 limit. Then we're good till we get to Rainham. After Rainham, we're still in the 80 until we get to until Newington, where we've got the 70 limit, which we need to be aware of. I keep saying about that because I want to make sure I don't forget. Where's my 80 speed board? It's along here somewhere. There it is, right by the signal. Just picturing when the last coach will pass the speed board. I reckon by now it must have done, surely. If it hasn't, then it's probably no longer attached to the train. So we're good for 80. Green signal, looking out for the footbridge. That's going to be my brake marker for Rainham. Not that footbridge though. We get round the corner. And then we want the footbridge. And you'll see it appearing just in the distance. Green signal. Nearly there. That's the footbridge. Green signal, bit more brake. And here we are at sunny old Rainham. I reckon that should do it. And we've managed to keep slightly ahead of schedule. Which is good because it actually gives you, means you can actually just almost crawl along the platform. So there's almost no excuse for overshooting. So I'm sure I'll find one. This should do nicely. Oh, that's just going to be that little bit early. And there we go. Just a few seconds early, which is nice. So 30 seconds here, so 10:31:30 we depart, and then Sittingbourne at 10:38. Probably just got time for a swig off my drink before we start getting the doors closed. There we go. Might have brought the appropriate noises. Right, so we are a go. So this is where I need to remember. So we are currently in an 80 zone. Around the corner is a 60, but that's only for the track on the left-hand side, which is for the services that stop at Newington. And then, as we get to Newington, likely to slow it down to 70. I've got this, he says. I've got this. Sure I have. So, bear with us. I focus on this little section. You will have seen on the 60 speed board there was an arrow pointing to the left. So that's how you know it's only for the left track. Okay. So around the corner we've got, and down a bit we've got Newington. So I might need a dab of brake. When we get a bit closer, though by the looks of it, we might actually naturally just drop below 70 anyway. Fingers crossed. Another green signal. So the 465, that's subbed in for something else. for, well, I'll say something else for the 375 anyway. Okay, so here's Newington. So I'm just going to put a dab of brake on, just to make sure we're under 70. There we go. So we're under 70. There's my 70 speed board. Marvellous. Nailed it. Whistle board. Right, I've got this. I told you I got this. Never had. I think we're going to get an 80 speed board come up soon, if I remember. Green signal. Oh, no, come on, we seem to have dropped speed a little bit here. There we go, that's better. Right, sorted. Yep, there's an 80. Just wait until I'm 100% confident that we're past it. I think we are now. Green signal. Right, we'll go for the 80. Fantastic. So all I've got to do is drive as well as I did last time for this last bit, rest of the way to Faversham, and we should be good. We should be good. Just make sure we don't creep over the 80 at the green signal. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And here we go with the branch line. That's the first bit. I'm actually going to start braking it now, which is a little early, but I just want to make sure we get a nice gentle stop for Sittingbourne. And then as we leave, we'll be within the 80. Stab more brake. There we go, and surprise, surprise, there's a 395 there, and a 465 to the left. A nice gentle stop. As long as we don't stop too early. Oh, just a little bit further, please. I reckon that will do. Right, 10:37, actually 40. Which is 20 seconds early. Yep, so we leave at 10:39, and then 10:46:30 is when we're due to arrive at Faversham. And what we're expecting is sort of a little bit of kind of, I mean, it's not really approach control, it's because they don't want me to go any farther than Faversham, so they put a red signal at the end of the platform at Faversham, which then means that you get the yellow signals on the approach, which is absolutely fine. We know what to expect. Right, 30 seconds to go. We know that we've got an 80 limit, so we're good for 80. all the way up to that level crossing that I mentioned so many times. It must be famous by now, the amount of times that I've mentioned it. And where we've got the 90 speed board, that's when actually you want to start slowing down. And for the 75. Alright, let's go. Green signal, fantastic. So, all that is really left for me to do is make sure I don't speed and get a good stop at Faversham. And as long as I can manage that and not get caught out by the safety systems, we're laughing. Yeah, I'm still here, don't worry, train. I've not run away yet. Marvellous, we're all doing good. Just making sure I don't get carried away with the speed. Green signal, thank you. Just make sure I keep an eye on everything. Yeah, that's good. Another green signal. In fact, there is an 85 limit that we'll get to, but I'm not too worried about that because it's only an extra 5 miles an hour, and it's not there for very long anyway. And I know that we're going to be absolutely fine with timings, so you know, nothing to worry about. Green signal. Do just need to make sure that I do keep calling out the green signals because they'll go to yellow, and I just want to make sure that I bear in mind they are yellow. Signal 375. It might be along here that we've got the 85 limit. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Here's Tinham or Tynham, whatever you want to call it. This is it. There we go. Must be a bit further on the 85 limit. Another green signal. Oh, there it is. See, we might as well. Just till we get to the level crossing. Another green signal. Should do alright, just coasting at this point. Almost anyway. Green signal, and you can see that house there, which is by the level crossing, and you'll see the 90 speed board, albeit briefly. So we can just coast because we only need to lose a couple miles an hour. Now we've got a bit of time, we should lose that naturally. Just sort of round the corner. Green signal, marvellous. We're under the 75 anyway, so we're good there. And then we've got the 60 as well. should be coming up shortly after. There's my 75. That's one of me over 60. Oh, a bit slow down actually. Slow down a bit more. So we're not too far from the 60. There's my double yellow. Just make sure we're nicely under the 60 because we've got the time. There we go. Marvellous. There's my 60. Then I think we've got a signal which is going to be a single yellow, because then the next signal is the one at the end of the platform at Faversham. Yep, there we go. Alright, here we go. Once again, we made it to Faversham. Now, I'm feeling quite good about this run, that I might have beaten that score, which should be a terrific way to end the series. I've just got to nail this stop. That's all I've got to do. As long as I nail the stop, we're fine. And timing wise, we're grand. So just nail the stop. All you got to do. It's looking good. Right, there we go. That is it. That series done. We'll just check our score and see how we did. And I think we're pretty much sorted driving Dartford to Faversham with no HUD. Marvellous. Just got to wait till it decides that passengers have got on or off, and there we go. Right, let's have a look. Moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Haha. 13,452. Nice. Oh, lovely stuff. And let's have a look at my speed. So we're looking good, a bit close at times, but we're looking good. Oh, I might have, yeah, it was on the line at one stage, about in the middle there. Aside from that, yeah, we're I mean, terrific. And I mean, looking at my stops, the worst one was Street, 4 yards out. But generally, it was, I mean, you can call that basically you're stopped within 4 yards. Fantastic. Oh, I'm happy with that. Well, look, thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed both the series. First with the 375 and this one. I've enjoyed it. It's been a heck of a challenge. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again, and take care everyone. Bye for now.